This 27-year-old went from being unknown to playing for South Africa in less than 3 years, and his bank account tells a story nobody expected. August 2023. A nervous young man walks onto the cricket field wearing the green and gold of South Africa for the first time. Most people watching had no idea who he was. Fast forward to today. That same person is now worth up to $5 million, playing alongside cricket legends and living a life most 27-year-olds can only dream about. But here's the crazy part. Tony Zorzi's journey to the top happened so fast that even cricket experts are shocked. And what you're about to discover will show you exactly how he did it. Let me take you back to where it all started. Tony Zorzi was born on August 28, 1997, in Johannesburg, South Africa. He grew up in a cricket-loving country where every boy dreams of wearing the national team jersey. But Tony wasn't born into a rich family. He wasn't handed anything on a silver plate. His family was normal, middle class, working hard every day to make ends meet. Young Tony showed interest in cricket from a very early age. He would spend hours practicing in his backyard, hitting ball after ball, dreaming of one day playing for his country. But cricket in South Africa is tough, really tough. There are thousands of talented kids competing for very few spots. Many give up. Many never make it. Tony could have been one of them, but something inside him was different. He had this burning desire to prove everyone wrong, to show the world that a regular kid from Johannesburg could make it to the top. His parents supported him. They saw the fire in his eyes. They knew he was special, so they made sacrifices. They spent money on coaching, on equipment, on travel to matches, all so their son could chase his dream. Tony went to school and studied hard. He wasn't just a cricket player. He was smart. He understood that education mattered. But cricket was always calling him. Every free moment he had, he was practicing, improving, getting better. His coaches noticed his talent early. They saw something in him that others didn't see. A natural ability to read the game, to understand situations, to stay calm under pressure. These are qualities you can't teach. You either have them or you don't. Tony had them. In 2016, when Tony was just 18 years old, something big happened. He was named captain of South Africa's Under-19 World Cup team. Think about that for a second. At 18, he was leading his country in a World Cup. That's not normal. That's special. This experience changed everything for him. He learned how to lead, how to handle pressure, how to make tough decisions. These lessons would help him later in his career. Around the same time, he made his debut for Northerns in domestic cricket. He started playing 2020 cricket, first-class cricket, and List A cricket. His career was officially beginning. But here's the thing about cricket careers. They don't always go in a straight line. Tony struggled in his early years. He played some matches but didn't score big runs consistently. People started doubting him. Some said he wasn't good enough. Some said he would never make it to the national team. These words hurt, but Tony used them as fuel. He didn't get angry. He didn't give up. Instead, he worked harder. He spent extra hours in the nets. He studied his technique. He watched videos of great batsmen. He talked to coaches. He did everything possible to improve. Then came the turning point. In 2020, Tony made a big decision. He moved from Northerns to Western Province. This move changed his life. At Western Province, something clicked. His game improved dramatically. He started scoring big runs, really big runs. In the 2021-22 season, he averaged 48.33 in first-class cricket. That's good, really good. But the next season was even better. In 2022-23, he averaged 69-0. That's incredible. And here's the jaw-dropping part. He scored a triple century. That's 300 runs in a single innings. Do you know how rare that is? Most professional cricketers never score a triple century in their entire career. Tony did it when he was just 25 years old. Suddenly, everyone was talking about Tony Zorzi. Commentators were praising him. Former players were calling him the next big thing. Social media was going crazy. And most importantly, the South African selectors were watching. They couldn't ignore his performance anymore. He was scoring too many runs, being too consistent, playing too well. They had to give him a chance. In 2023, Tony got the call he had been waiting for his entire life. He was selected to play for South Africa. His dream was coming true. His international debut came in August 2023 against the West Indies. Can you imagine the emotions he felt? Walking onto that field, wearing his country's jersey, Knowing that his parents, his coaches, and everyone who believed in him was watching, he was nervous but ready. He had worked so hard for this moment, and he didn't disappoint. He performed well in both test matches and one-day internationals. He showed that he belonged at this level. This wasn't a fluke. This was real talent finally getting recognized. Now let's talk about the money, because that's where things get really interesting. When you play cricket for South Africa, you earn a good salary. Cricket South Africa pays their national team players well. The exact amount isn't public, but reports suggest test cricketers earn between $100,000 to $200,000 per year from their national contracts. That's just the base salary. But that's not where the real money comes from. The real money comes from franchise cricket. And this is where Tony's wealth really started growing. In 2023, Tony signed with Durban Super Giants for the SA20 League. The SA20 is South Africa's version of the Indian Premier League. It's a 2020 tournament where players earn big money in just a few weeks. Tony's contract with Durban Super Giants was worth serious money. While the exact figure wasn't disclosed, SA20 players typically earn between $50,000 to $500,000 per season, depending on their value. As a national team player, Tony would be on the higher end of that range. Later, he also played for Sunrisers Eastern Cape in the SA20. More matches, more money, more experience. But here's what makes Tony different from many young cricketers. He's smart with his money. He's not wasting it on useless things. He's investing. He's planning for his future. He understands that cricket careers are short. Injuries happen. Form drops. You need to make your money work for you. Tony is doing exactly that. His net worth as of 2025 is estimated between $1 million to $5 million. That's a huge range, but here's why. His exact earnings from SA20 endorsements and other sources aren't public. But based on his contracts and playing schedule, experts believe he's closer to the higher end of that estimate. Think about this. He's only 27 years old. Most people at 27 are still figuring out their careers. Still living paycheck to paycheck. Still trying to save money. But Tony has already built a fortune worth millions. That's the power of talent, hard work, and smart decisions. And he's just getting started. His career is still young. He has many years ahead of him. If he continues performing well, his earnings will only increase. Now let's talk about how Tony lives. Unlike flashy cricketers who show off their wealth on social media, Tony is different. He's private. He's humble. He doesn't post pictures of expensive cars or luxury watches. He keeps his personal life away from the public eye. But here's what we know. Tony has homes in Cape Town and Johannesburg. These are two of South Africa's biggest cities. Property in these cities isn't cheap. A nice house in a good area can cost anywhere from $300,000 to over $1 million. The fact that Tony owns property in these cities shows he's making smart investment decisions. He travels frequently for cricket. When South Africa plays away matches, he goes to countries like Pakistan, Australia, England, and the West Indies. He stays in five-star hotels, flies business class, eats at nice restaurants. But this is all part of being an international cricketer. The cricket board pays for most of this. It's not coming out of his pocket. When he's not playing cricket, Tony enjoys simple pleasures. He loves playing golf. Many cricketers do. It's a relaxing sport that helps them unwind. He also creates content for YouTube. This shows he's thinking about his brand, building a following, creating income streams beyond cricket. Here's something important about Tony. He's in a relationship with Bethany Wall. She's been with him through the ups and downs of his career, through the struggles, through the doubts, through the breakthrough moments. Having a strong support system matters. Many successful athletes talk about how their partners keep them grounded, keep them focused, help them stay sane when pressure builds up. Tony is lucky to have that support, but let's be real. Being an international cricketer isn't easy. The pressure is immense. Every match is watched by millions. Every mistake is criticized. Every failure is magnified. Tony feels this pressure every time he walks onto the field. When you're representing your country, you can't just think about yourself. You're playing for millions of people, for your teammates, for your coaches, for everyone who believes in you. That's a heavy burden to carry. But Tony handles it well. He stays calm, stays focused, plays his natural game. His statistics tell the story of his growth. In domestic cricket, he has scored over 5,000 runs. That's impressive for someone still in the early stages of their career. His triple century remains one of the highlights, but it's his consistency that stands out. Match after match, season after season, he scores runs. That's what selectors love. They want players they can rely on, players who perform under pressure, players who don't disappear when things get tough. Tony is becoming that player. In 2025, Tony achieved another milestone. He was selected for South Africa's squad for the ICC Champions Trophy 2025. This is one of cricket's biggest tournaments. Only the best players in the world get selected. The fact that Tony made the squad shows how far he's come. Just a few years ago, people didn't even know his name. Now he's playing in a major ICC tournament. That's an incredible journey. And his performances in this tournament will determine his future value. If he performs well, his market price will skyrocket. More franchise teams will want him. Bigger contracts will come. More endorsement deals will appear. Speaking of endorsements, this is an area where Tony's income will grow significantly in the coming years. Right now, he doesn't have major brand deals like established stars. But that will change. As he plays more international cricket, as his face becomes more recognizable, brands will come calling. Sports companies will want him to endorse their equipment. Clothing brands will want him to wear their gear. Energy drink companies, banks, insurance companies, they all want cricket stars to promote their products. These deals can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes millions. This is how modern cricketers make most of their money. Let me give you some perspective. When you become a regular member of the South African cricket team, everything changes. Your salary increases. Your match fees go up. Test match fees are higher than ODI fees. T20 fees are different again. Then there are performance bonuses. If you score a century, you get a bonus. If the team wins, everyone gets a bonus. If you're named player of the match, there's more money. All of this adds up quickly. Over a year, with national contracts, franchise cricket, bonuses, and other income, a regular South African cricketer can earn anywhere from $500,000 to over $2 million. And that's without major endorsements. Tony is positioned perfectly to maximize his earnings. He's young, talented, and performing well. He plays all formats of the game, which means more opportunities. He's also expanding into franchise cricket in different countries. Say 20 is just the beginning. There's talk of him potentially being picked up by IPL teams in the future. If that happens, his earnings could multiply several times over. IPL contracts can be worth millions of dollars for established international players. Even being picked as a backup player pays extremely well. But here's what I respect most about Tony. Despite all the money and success, he hasn't changed. He's still the same humble guy from Johannesburg who just wanted to play cricket. He still practices hard, still listens to his coaches, still respects the game. He hasn't let success get to his head. That's rare. Many young athletes become arrogant when they taste success. They start believing they're untouchable. They stop working hard, and eventually their careers decline. Tony seems to understand this trap. He's avoiding it by staying grounded. His journey teaches us valuable lessons. First, timing matters. Tony could have given up when he struggled early in his career, but he didn't. He kept working until the right opportunity came. Second, location can change everything. His move to Western Province was crucial. Sometimes you need to change your environment to unlock your potential. Third, consistency beats talent. There are many talented cricketers who never make it because they're inconsistent. Tony's consistency is what got him selected. Fourth, stay humble. Success comes and goes. The way you handle it determines how long it lasts. As of October 2025, Tony Zorzi is living his best life. He's playing international cricket. He's earning good money. He's building his wealth. He's in a happy relationship. He's healthy. What more can you ask for at 27 years old? But he's not satisfied. He wants more. He wants to become a permanent fixture in the South African team. He wants to score runs in every country. He wants to win tournaments. He wants to be remembered as one of South Africa's great batsmen. These ambitions will drive him forward. The next few years are crucial for Tony. This is when he needs to cement his place in the team. International cricket is ruthless. One bad season and you're out. Someone younger, hungrier, and more talented takes your spot. Tony knows this. That's why he can't relax, can't get comfortable. He needs to keep scoring runs, keep performing, keep proving his worth. If he does that, his financial future is secure. More contracts, more endorsements, more opportunities. Everything will follow. His story is still being written. Unlike Kumar Sangakkara or other legends whose careers are complete, Tony is just beginning. He has at least 10 to 15 years of cricket ahead of him if he stays fit and maintains his form. Imagine where he could be in 10 years. He could have played over 100 test matches, scored over 10,000 international runs, won major tournaments, become one of South Africa's highest-paid cricketers, built a net worth of 20 million or more. All of this is possible if he continues on his current path. So there you have it, the complete story of Tony Zorzi, from unknown domestic player to international cricket star, from struggling to earn a spot to being worth up to 5 million, from being doubted to being selected for major tournaments. His journey shows that success doesn't always come early. Sometimes you need patience. Sometimes you need to change your approach. Sometimes you need one big breakthrough season to change everything. Tony got his breakthrough, and he's making the most of it. Hit that subscribe button if you want more stories about rising cricket stars and their incredible journeys to success. Remember, success isn't about where you start. It's about how hard you work when nobody's watching. Tony Zorzi proved that, and his story is far from over. See you in the next video where we'll uncover another athlete's rise to fame and fortune.